Hello, Blue Group. This is reading class for days 1 and 2. Our first story is called Dodo Bird. Dodo Bird, strange name for a bird. You don't see these around anymore, and hopefully the story explains why. We'll see if we can find that out from our reading. But let's start with our review words. You'll need your page, of course, and you'll need your whiteboard and a marker. And the first thing we're going to do is write down our words, our review words. The first word is stuffed. Stuffed. S-T-U-F-F-E-D. All right? And if you look at this word, this one's got, it's got a double vowel in here. It's got an ending right here. It's got a little word and a big word up here, and it's got that ST blend that says stuff. Stuff. And stuffed means packed with material. Packed with material. The next word is turkey. Turkey is spelled T-U-R-K-E-Y. And if you look in there, you can see a little word and a big word. See if you can find it in there. You said key. You were right. There's the word turkey. Key is in the word turkey. Helps you pronounce the word. What is a turkey? A turkey is a large bird used for food. I was at the feed store yesterday, and they're just talking about the new birds that they're getting in, and they're actually getting turkey chicks in. And so I thought to myself, do I want a turkey? It would be fun to have turkey, but turkeys start off little and they get really big, bigger than a chicken, bigger than a duck, a little too big for my small pen. So I think we're going to pass by the turkeys this year, but I'll keep it in mind. Maybe if I get a bigger pen, you never know. Anyway, the next word is museum. Museum. M-U-S-E-U-M. Museum. That's kind of an interesting spelling for a word. Museum. Kind of hard to sound that out. And a museum is a place where interesting objects can be seen. If you've ever gone to a museum, I love museums. They've got one in Chicago that's my absolute favorite. Have you been to a museum? Maybe you've been to the MOSH. The M in MOSH stands for museum. So maybe you've been there. And let's do the last word. The last word is wings. W-I-N-G-S. Wings. And there's not really a little word in a big word, but you see this ing? We've seen that a lot. And of course this S means plural or more than one. It's a little warm in the afternoon. It gets warm in the house. So going on to the next part, we're going to take that information, we're going to take our title, Dodo Bird, our keywords, our picture, and give me a prediction. You're going to stop the video. As always, this has to be in your writing. I can't accept Mom's writing, even if it is your work, even if it is your answer. I have to have your writing. So if you want to do that, if Mom's going to help you, have her write it on the board and then you copy it. I can't grade it unless it's your work. All right? Take a minute, write a prediction, draw a prediction. You use invented spelling. You can copy it from the board that Mom has written on. That's great. Draw it. That's good. Anything works. Just make sure it's yours. All right? Take a minute, pause the video, come back, and we'll read the story. All right? All right. I've got my glasses on, so we mean business. We're going to read the story now. Here we go. The story says, oh, I don't want to use that one. You've heard sayings, dumb as a dodo and dead as a dodo. But there's a good reason why these sayings came to be. The dodo was a bird that lived on some islands near Africa. And it really was dumb. It was so fat that when it tried to run, its stomach would rub on the ground. It was bigger than a turkey, but it had only little tiny wings and couldn't fly. About the year 1600, settlers came to the islands where the birds lived. They called them dodos, from a Portuguese word meaning stupid. Well, that's not nice. You probably hurt its feelings, right? But that's where the word got its name. The birds were killed by the settlers and their dogs. The dodos were too dumb to run away. Oh, that makes me sad. I don't think I care for this story. But some stories do. A stuffed dodo was put in a British museum. After a while, it started to rot. That means get bad or get old. The people at the museum were going to throw it out, but the head and one foot were still good, so the museum saved them. And that's all that is left today of the dodo bird. Aww, so sad. It's too bad the feed store doesn't have baby dodos. I might be into some of those and try them out and see how they do. I feel bad for the poor dodo. But that's the story, and sometimes animals don't make it if they don't have the skills they need to survive. It's hard to survive, so that's why they are no longer with us. Let's go on to the back page. And the back page has some questions. Let's read our choices first. The choices say, A, dodo birds were fat. B, all the dodo birds were killed. C, dodo birds like people. The question says, what is the main idea of this story? You think it's the dodo birds were fat, circle A. All the dodo birds were killed, circle B. Or dodo birds like people, circle C. Number 2 choices, a beak and a wing, a tongue and a toe, a head and a foot. And the question says, what parts of the dodo bird are left today? Remember the story said it started to rot, it didn't keep, and only a couple parts of it were saved, kept, and they've since kept those. What parts were those? Were they a beak and a wing, circle A, a tongue and a toe, circle B, or a head and a foot, circle C? And number 3 says, A, people who move to a new land, B, people who name birds, or C, people who run museums. And the question says, what does settlers mean in this story? What are settlers? A, people who move to a new land, B, people who name birds, or C, people who run museums. Now going on to number 4. Choice A, there might still be dodo birds. B, the birds would all have been killed anyway. Or C, the settlers would have left Africa. Interesting. Number 4 says, what would have happened if the dodo birds had been smarter? If they had a little more skills, what could have happened to the dodo birds? A, there might still be some. B, the birds would have all been killed anyway. Or C, the settlers would have left Africa. Circle your answer. And let's go on to number 4. Number 4 says, list 2 reasons the dodo birds did not get away from the settlers. Okay, so maybe our clue words today are going to be not, settlers, get away, something along those lines. Let's see if we can find out why the birds could not get away from the settlers. Okay. Oh, they were killed by the settlers and their dogs. There's one reason right there. The birds were killed by the settlers and their dogs, and they were too dumb to run away. Or maybe they were just wanting to be nice and accepting a friend. I don't know. Use the word dumb. That hurts my feelings. But again, you never know with animals and how their brains work. So that's what the story says. We're looking for the answer in the story that tells why the dodos couldn't get away from the settlers. Pick one of those. We'll pick those 2 reasons. Please, please, please put them in a super sentence when you write them up here in your writing. And make sure you use either invented spelling or have Mom write it on your board and then you write it. Either way, make sure you use the super sentence, please. And then we're down to the last part. This says write a summary of Dodo Bird. You're going to talk about the story and what you've learned about the story. And as if you were telling a friend. All right? So give me a summary. This part right here needs to be in writing. I want to see some words on this, please. I don't want a picture for number 5. But down here, a picture is okay. And you can use invented spelling if you'd like. You can have Mom write it on your board, and then you write it here. Those are both okay. Just whatever goes right here needs to be from you and not from someone else. Okay? Good job on Dodo Bird today. I hope our next story is a little more cheerful. You know how I feel about the birds. So I wish you a great day. Thanks for tuning in today. And this is day 1 and 2. Look for the next videos tomorrow. Bye-bye.